Did you know that you could lose your UK citizenship over something as simple as a mistake on your visa application, or even a criminal conviction? That's right, your right to stay in the UK can be taken away from you, and it could happen faster than you think. New rules are tightening the grip on citizenship, and many people are unaware of what could cost them their status. From false information to terrorist links, misusing your stay can land you in hot water. Are you risking your citizenship without even knowing it? In this video, we'll uncover 10 shocking reasons why you could lose your UK citizenship and what you can do to protect yourself. Don't miss out on this critical info. Number 1. Failing to follow immigration rules. Failing to comply with immigration laws is one of the most direct ways to lose your UK citizenship. The UK government takes immigration procedures very seriously, and any violation of the rules can lead to severe consequences. Overstaying your visa, entering the country illegally, or misrepresenting your immigration status can trigger an investigation into your citizenship status. Once you have gained UK citizenship, if it's discovered that you violated immigration rules, the government has the authority to revoke your status. This is especially true if the violation is deemed serious, such as overstaying your visa for an extended period. The government also places strict requirements on people seeking citizenship or permanent residency. If you fail to meet specific residency requirements, such as spending a minimum amount of time within the UK, your application may be rejected. Immigration laws are there to protect the country's security and maintain order, so if these laws are breached, it undermines the integrity of the system. Complying with these rules is vital, as failing to do so can result in not just losing your citizenship, but also facing legal action, including deportation. If you want to avoid such drastic outcomes, it's essential to ensure all aspects of your stay in the UK comply with the regulation. Moreover, the UK government enforces these rules to safeguard national security. If you fail to follow the guidelines laid out by immigration authorities, you could be viewed as a threat to the country's security. For instance, unlawful residency could be linked to other illegal activities or a violation of national policies. Therefore, always double-check your immigration status and seek legal assistance if you face any uncertainties about your stay in the UK. Following the rules is the best way to maintain your citizenship and protect your future in the country. Number 2. Criminal convictions. Criminal convictions are one of the most serious threats to your UK citizenship. Certain offences, particularly those that undermine public safety or national security, can lead to the revocation of your citizenship. The UK government has strict policies when it comes to crimes, and if you are convicted of a serious crime, you may face the loss of your citizenship, regardless of how long you have lived in the country. Crimes such as violent offences, drug trafficking, and terrorism-related activities are considered major offences that can lead to automatic deportation and citizenship revocation. Furthermore, any involvement in organised crime or activities deemed as a threat to public order can have severe consequences for your immigration status. The UK views these actions as a direct challenge to the country's laws and values, and those who engage in criminal activities risk being stripped of their citizenship. Even lesser offences, such as theft or fraud, can impact your ability to maintain your citizenship if they result in imprisonment or violate public trust. Criminal behaviour of any sort can diminish your standing as a UK citizen, as it contradicts the values the country upholds. If you are involved in criminal activities, the consequences can extend beyond just the loss of citizenship. Convictions can lead to detention or deportation, with authorities working quickly to remove individuals who pose a danger to society. The best way to safeguard your citizenship is to avoid criminal behaviour altogether. The UK has a clear stance. If you break the law, your right to stay in the country could be at risk. Therefore, it's essential to respect the law and remain a law-abiding citizen to protect your status in the UK. Sir. Number 3. Providing false information. Providing false information during the citizenship or residency application process can lead to immediate consequences, including the revocation of your UK citizenship. The UK government takes the integrity of its immigration system very seriously. If it's discovered that you've misrepresented yourself or provided inaccurate details, whether about your personal history, employment status, or relationship, your citizenship can be revoked. Fraudulent claims are treated as serious offences, as they undermine the fairness and transparency of the system. This includes actions like using fake documents, lying about your qualifications, or providing false addresses. The consequences of dishonesty in the citizenship process are severe because the government relies on accurate information to determine eligibility. When you submit your application, it's essential that all your details are truthful and verified. The process of vetting cases is thorough, and any discrepancies between what you report and the evidence can lead to your citizenship being questioned. In some cases, submitting false information can even lead to criminal charges, as it can be seen as an attempt to defraud the system. It's also important to note that the UK government has access to various databases and systems to verify the information you provide. This means that misrepresentation is often uncovered during background checks, which are routinely carried out on all citizenship applicants. Once fraudulent information is discovered, the authorities can take swift action to revoke your citizenship and possibly impose additional penalties. To protect your status, always ensure that the information you provide during your application is completely accurate and transparent. By being honest and upfront, you safeguard your citizenship and avoid unnecessary legal troubles. Number 4. Associating with terrorism or extremism. Associating with terrorism or extremist groups is a direct threat to your UK citizenship. The UK government has stringent policies in place to protect national security, and any links to extremist or terrorist activities can result in the immediate revocation of citizenship. Terrorist affiliations, whether direct or indirect, are viewed as a grave danger to the country, and the government will not hesitate to take action against individuals who are involved in such activities. If you are found to be associated with a group or ideology that promotes violence, extremism, or hatred, your right to remain in the UK can be revoked. The UK has legal frameworks that allow the government to strip citizenship from those who are suspected of being involved in activities that threaten public safety or national security. Terrorism-related offences include not just direct involvement in attacks, but also support for or promotion of extremist views that encourage violence or hate crimes. Even if you are not directly involved in terrorism, associating with known terrorists or participating in extremist events can have serious consequences. The law takes a very strong stance against such activities to maintain public order and safety. Moreover, the UK's counter-terrorism measures are robust, and the government works closely with international agencies to track extremist behaviour. If your actions are found to be in line with promoting extremist ideologies, the UK authorities can act swiftly to remove your citizenship, effectively making you an undesirable individual in the country. If you are living in the UK, it is crucial to avoid any involvement with groups or individuals that may raise suspicion. Always ensure that your actions and associations do not compromise national security and your status as a UK citizen. Number 5. Refusing to serve in the military. Refusing to serve in the military can have serious repercussions on your UK citizenship status, particularly if you are legally required to do so. Although the UK doesn't have mandatory military service like some other countries, there are specific situations where refusal to participate in national defence could lead to losing citizenship. For example, individuals who have committed to serving in the military or have taken an oath of allegiance as part of their citizenship process may face legal consequences if they fail to fulfill their service obligations. The government views such actions as a disregard for the country's laws and national security needs. Additionally, if you have received citizenship under certain conditions, such as being a part of the Commonwealth, your refusal to serve in the military can reflect negatively on your commitment to the UK. This can be particularly problematic if your citizenship was granted on the basis of specific responsibilities tied to national defence. By avoiding these duties, you may be seen as unfit to maintain your citizenship, as the government places high importance on loyalty and service to the country. Refusal to serve might be viewed as disrespecting the values and legal commitments tied to your citizenship status. While the UK does not enforce compulsory military service, citizens are still expected to uphold the laws and regulations of the country. Any act of defiance in this area can potentially be seen as an attempt to undermine the system. It's crucial to respect the country's policies, especially regarding national defence, as failure to do so may compromise your status and citizenship. Ensuring that you fulfill your legal obligations is essential for maintaining your citizenship and avoiding any serious legal issues. Number 6. Dual citizenship and allegiance conflicts. Dual citizenship can sometimes complicate your standing with the UK government, especially if your allegiance to another country conflicts with your responsibilities as a UK citizen. While the UK does allow dual nationality, there are situations where holding citizenship with another nation can cause legal complications. The government might question your commitment to the UK, particularly if your actions or choices suggest a stronger loyalty to another country. If the UK determines that you are prioritizing another nation's interests over those of the UK, your citizenship could be at risk. One of the most significant concerns regarding dual citizenship is that it can create a conflict of loyalty. If, for example, you take part in actions that undermine the interests of the UK, such as engaging in activities that are considered treasonous or contrary to national security, the government may view this as a breach of the trust placed in you as a UK citizen. In extreme cases, these actions may lead to citizenship revocation. Furthermore, dual citizens may face challenges in certain legal situations, such as diplomatic protection or access to consular services, if they are involved in disputes between countries. This dual loyalty can create situations where the government may question whether you are fully aligned with UK interests. The UK also has provisions for cases where individuals acquire another nationality after obtaining British citizenship. If the UK government determines that your acquisition of another citizenship could cause national security risks or disloyalty to the country, it might revoke your UK citizenship. It's important to note that while the UK allows dual citizenship, your conduct and the allegiance you show to both countries play a crucial role in maintaining your standing as a UK citizen. Always ensure that your actions don't raise doubts about your loyalty to the UK to avoid the risk of losing your citizenship. Number 7. Misuse of the right to stay. Misusing the right to stay in the UK is another serious factor that can lead to the loss of citizenship. Once you've been granted residency or citizenship, it's essential to use your status for its intended purpose, whether that's for work, education, or family reasons. If you engage in fraudulent activities to obtain or maintain your status, such as entering into a fake marriage or claiming false employment to secure your stay, you can lose your citizenship. The UK government takes these actions very seriously and views them as a direct violation of its immigration laws. One of the most common examples of misuse is when individuals apply for citizenship or residency under false pretenses. For instance, some people may apply for citizenship through a sham marriage to gain residency rights, or by providing inaccurate financial or personal information. These actions not only breach immigration laws, but also constitute a fraudulent misuse of the system. If discovered, the penalties can be severe, including the revocation of citizenship, and you could face deportation. The UK government conducts rigorous checks and investigations to ensure that all applicants and citizens are adhering to the rules. Furthermore, engaging in activities that violate the terms of your visa, such as working without the proper authorization or staying in the UK beyond the permitted time frame, can also lead to the loss of your citizenship. These actions can be seen as deliberate attempts to undermine the country's immigration system. It's crucial to comply fully with the terms of your stay in the UK. This includes being truthful about your intentions and ensuring that you follow the proper legal pathway. By adhering to the laws and regulations, you protect your status and avoid the risk of losing your citizenship. Number 8. National security threats. Being involved in any activities that pose a national security threat can result in the revocation of your UK citizenship. The UK government is committed to protecting the safety and security of its citizens, and individuals who are deemed to be a threat to that security can face severe consequences. If your actions, whether direct or indirect, are seen as harmful to national interests, such as espionage, sabotage, or actions that endanger the country's safety, you could lose your citizenship. National security laws in the UK are strict, and the government has wide-ranging powers to act against anyone perceived as a threat. For example, terrorist activities, whether planned or executed, are considered a grave threat to national security. If you're found to be involved in planning, supporting, or carrying out attacks that harm the public or infrastructure, the UK will take swift action to remove you from the country, potentially stripping you of your citizenship. Similarly, involvement in espionage, spying for another nation or organisation with the intent to harm the UK, can lead to severe penalties, including the loss of citizenship. Even indirect support for such activities, such as funding or aiding groups linked to terrorism, can result in similar outcomes. Moreover, the UK government works closely with international agencies to monitor individuals who may pose a national security risk. The laws surrounding national security are designed to protect the country from internal and external threats, and individuals who engage in activities that could undermine the nation's safety are not seen as fit to retain citizenship. If you find yourself involved in activities that could be deemed as a threat, it's crucial to re-evaluate your actions, as the consequences for jeopardizing national security are not only serious but can also lead to permanent loss of citizenship. Number 9. Failing to meet residency requirements. To maintain your UK citizenship, it's essential to meet the residency requirements set by the government. These rules stipulate that citizens must spend a certain amount of time in the UK each year to maintain their legal status. If you fail to meet these residency requirements by spending extended periods outside the UK, you could risk losing your citizenship. The government expects you to establish strong ties to the country, and this includes being physically present for a minimum period to demonstrate your ongoing commitment to the nation. The specific rules vary depending on the type of residency or citizenship status you hold. But in general, the UK government requires individuals to spend at least 90 days per year in the country. If you remain outside the UK for long periods without sufficient justification, such as health issues or work assignments, you may be considered to have abandoned your residence. In such cases, the government may view this as a violation of the terms under which your citizenship was granted and may act to revoke your status. In addition to the minimum stay requirements, there are also other residency obligations, such as not leaving the country for more than 2 consecutive years. This can also affect your citizenship status, as long-term absence from the UK can be seen as a sign of disinterest or lack of commitment to the country. To protect your citizenship, it's vital to ensure you meet these requirements by regularly checking how much time you're spending in the UK. If you anticipate needing to spend time abroad for personal or professional reasons, make sure to plan accordingly to avoid jeopardizing your citizenship status. Number 10. Conducting fraudulent financial activities. Engaging in fraudulent financial activities, such as money laundering, tax evasion, or other forms of financial crime, can lead to the loss of your UK citizenship. The UK government has a strong stance against illegal financial practices, and anyone caught participating in these activities can face severe legal consequences, including the potential revocation of their citizenship. Financial crimes not only harm the economy, but also undermine trust in the legal and financial systems. As a result, those involved in such crimes are often seen as unfit to retain their citizenship. Money laundering, for example, involves the illegal process of making large sums of money generated by criminal activity appear legitimate. If you are caught participating in money laundering schemes, it can have far-reaching consequences, including the forfeiture of assets and the loss of citizenship. Similarly, tax evasion, where individuals or businesses deliberately evade taxes owed to the government, is considered a serious crime. The UK takes a strict approach to tackling tax avoidance and evasion, and anyone caught can face not only hefty fines and imprisonment, but also the risk of losing their citizenship. Furthermore, individuals involved in other forms of financial fraud, such as embezzlement or large-scale fraudulent investment schemes, can find themselves facing serious consequences under UK law. The government's strict regulations ensure that anyone involved in these activities is held accountable, and it's essential to avoid any involvement in financial crimes. If your activities are found to be fraudulent or harmful to the public interest, your UK citizenship may be revoked. To ensure your citizenship remains protected, it's crucial to maintain a clean financial record and stay within the boundaries of the law at all times. Losing your UK citizenship is something many don't even consider until it's too late. The rules are stricter than ever before, and if you're not careful, one mistake could cost you everything. Whether it's failing to follow immigration laws, getting involved in criminal activities, or simply providing false information on your application, the consequences are real, and in some cases, they could be permanent. The UK government has made it clear that they won't hesitate to revoke citizenship if you fail to meet certain conditions or break the law in any significant way. However, there's still hope. By understanding these rules and staying informed, you can protect yourself from losing your citizenship. Always follow immigration rules, stay honest, and remain aware of your legal responsibilities. Make sure you're aware of your rights and obligations, and be proactive about maintaining your status. The best way to avoid trouble is to be diligent and respectful of the laws that govern your stay in the UK. Now that you know the 10 critical reasons why you could lose your UK citizenship, it's time to take action. Don't let something as simple as ignorance be the reason you lose your status. Stay safe, stay informed, and always check your immigration status regularly to avoid any surprises. Also, if you found this video helpful, make sure to check out our previous video for more essential tips and info. We work hard to bring you these important insights, so if you appreciate the effort, please support us by hitting that subscribe button. It's just one click away.